shall be first. No matter how hard things get, we touch up on me through the worst. Yeah. I say love John live and yet a man die. I say let loose the pussy gander, let Babylon turn over like crimson and clover. Yeah, well I mean I touch another eye.
Yes, I. So we're back again.
I greet you all in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ. I never apologize for that, no day, no time. Why? Alright. Cause Jesus Christ like my first aid kit. Him give me the plaster when me fall and the bandage when me trip. All when me backslide and slip. And Jesus in the spiritual road make me take the tight grip. Cause I know that this world it could be toxic, but Jesus Christ like my daily antibiotic. And when things looking tough and I'm losing hope, Jesus Christ I'm a spiritual antidote. Him are the best medicine cabinet. I'm serving Jesus and him never fail me yet. Him like my smelling salt and sin get me upset. I'm serving Jesus and I got no regret. So boy, this message of Jesus I can keep to myself. It's not the medicine that we can keep on a shelf. I think I need to share it with the world. Share it with someone else. Tell somebody about Jesus. Cause that's what this world need to know. I want to tell somebody about Jesus. I let them know that pull up and say so. Tell somebody about Jesus. Cause that's how could I keep him to myself and stay quiet? Jesus keep me calm and when people outside riot. Just want to encourage you, a Jesus in your diet. Give Jesus a try and for sure you'll be inspired. Because I used to walk in sin, but Jesus purged it. And of that sinful lifestyle, now me get allergic. Be careful of the devil anesthetic, cause you might fall asleep and not notice. Make me just tell somebody about Jesus. Whoa. Alright, make me just tell somebody about Jesus. I tell somebody about Jesus. Oh Lord. Tell somebody about Jesus. I like this one, I like it. Say I am under the rock. The rock is higher than I. Jehovah hide me. Say I am under the rock. God tell my enemies that I'm under the rock. Jehovah hide me. I like how we're going. So what you think about Jesus? He's alright. So what you think about Jesus? Dynamite. Don't try to tell me my God is dead. He woke me up this morning. Don't try to tell me he's not alive, cause I spoke to him today. He opened up my blinded eyes and set my spirit free. And all I want to know about is the man from God. Oh, make me just tell somebody about Jesus. Cause that's what this world needs to know. How I will tell somebody about Jesus. I bang it in a Trinidad, tell them we say so. I tell somebody about Jesus. Oh Lord, tell somebody about him. A place of crime, but I found a different way, you know. Found a different way. True story. Alright. I cannot tell you where me come from. Me from the place where them boy bring the pan drum. Direct link straight with Venezuelan. So them buy them no bother bring the handgun. Them want AR-15 AK Draco. And them no want no phantom. Them want rapid fire when them squeeze trigger. Now go down till them hand numb. Till one go knock. Them now go stop. Until the bullet hit the ground like it's a pan cup. Squeeze trigger till your magazine bankrupt. By them fully done. Them say them head a lash up, but body a go drop. Funeral non-stop. Now go get no ease when a gunman squeeze. So me begging you please hang the guns up. And you be your ease, cause we fed up. Cause I'm from a place where no gunshot beat, but still me not go stop preach. So give me some room, Mr. Gunman, because me not afraid of you, Mr. Gunman. Cause I'm from a place where no gunshot beat, but still me not go stop preach. So give me some room, me not afraid of you. But tell them by them for stop play the fool. Cause most of them are come from Garage Government Primary School. Enough of them I used to line up together, and some of them I share the same umbrella. And some of them remember who was the first year teacher. But now them by them start live by the gang and turn them best friend murderer. And so me say, more love in the Carnage, boy. So what we need is love. Oh. More love in the Trinidad, boy. So what we need is. So tell me where Smokey, and tell me where I Fifi or Baji, the one called Toby, the one called Darren, the one called Wire, the one called Jumar, and the one called Tiger. Shahai, Clayton and Yaba, Granny, Dawn and Kama, a Pipito, Serrano, Fato.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Jesus is the only way. No. Pam, brother. You got alone to walk with me. Only got alone to walk with me. Only got alone to walk with me. So what them by them promoting? No fed up by the gun thing. No know what they want. No ready like Freddy for no shelling. When Swanee tell me what's your friend in her. Because me fed up with them friend killer. And why can we just live like a brother? Let's love one another. They can make the whole place better. So we now wanna mount and neither. Make them buy come out the pay pressure. Why every little look will be as a something. And you know I just them a want press. Only big chain and a white vest. Them put my man in chest. When many I come out and live one life. So Prince Fanny, Gelano, and a Plumpy Bass, Movado. I'm telling many beyond and KG. I want to listen what I tell you. We need more love in the ghetto. I sing some positive tune and set them at get a huge free. Living in a gunman town. A lot, yeah. So we now want no gunman song. No. Come. We're living in a gunman town. Gunman town. So no, we don't need no gunman song. No. So one more casket, one more candle, one more funeral. Them by them make the thing look normal, why? One more casket, one more candle, one more funeral. Them by them make the gun thing, the dead thing look normal. Oh, so what's your friends where you're linking with? Cause they will lead you to your casket. I tell you just I watch them, why? Tell you just I watch them, why? And tell you just I watch them. And next one, let me tell you where I'm from. Let me tell you what. Well, so carrying a job when me born and grow, and football is all I know. Well, and Carnage is a football community, and if you think I like Stoke, that kid Rowley, can't forget Kevin, Jovin, Trent Lab, cause each one of them I represent Trinidad. I count it a privilege. They say that I'm living in the best village, cause I'm from Carnage. Oh boy, and I'm proud. Good Lord, Lord, I'm from Caribbean, your boy, and I will sing it so loud. I'm from Caribbean, whoa. And yes, I'm proud. Children, I'm from Caribbean. So, watch the places you walk and I mind the way you talk. Watch out for the vampire who will sneak up in the dark. Watch out for the big time thief who them say that they're smart. Oh, I did a boy, what a boy. Caribbean Christian and dancing in my blood, Caribbean Christian, dancing in my blood. Come on, Caribbean Christian, and dancing in my blood, Caribbean Christian, Nothing wrong with dancing, but our culture. No raise your thinking, no. Don't let the devil them tempt you. A Christian from the Caribbean, and music, yes, it is a part of our life. Yeah, we dance and a raise flag, but we only represent Jesus Christ. Can't promote no reveling, because the Bible don't tell me that them thing is sin. Used to do them thing them before, but Jesus can cleanse me from the within. No, so no more fighting, no. No more drinking, no, cause Jesus done save me. But me dance when the gospel hit me. Caribbean Christian, and dancing in my blood. Oh Lord, Caribbean, this is what So Jesus will provide. Jesus will provide. I'll when my cupboard them empty. Kiss and Quelo, he keep on putting bread on my table. And Lindos and Freddy, them they ready. Jesus Christ always got me, and he's my chief baker. And so my bread basket always run over. So blessings overflow, and now I know Jesus will always provide. Yeah. That's why everywhere that me go, me keep Jesus on my side. No matter when me go on, he will always provide. Yeah. So when me tread along, I keep Jesus on my side. Oh, Jesus will provide. Jesus will provide. Oh, when my cupboard am empty, Jesus will provide. Love technician. Jesus will come provide me with a child. Oh, no matter what, Jesus will always provide.
So that was music coming down from the man called Jaron Nurse. See, yeah, nice vibes with Jaron, right? I hope you enjoyed it. You know, he always talks about his community, which is Carnage, where he come from. So I made sure and give you a nice Jaron Nurse session. I know most people out there like to hear the young man, Jaron Nurse. So I give you a nice little Jaron Nurse there. I hope you enjoyed it. I played you some nice African music also that I hope that, you know, you would have listened and enjoyed and take you back a little bit, you know, a little bit. So again, thank you very much for being with me today on the Street 919. And for me, I want to thank Kingdom Health, Mr. Brent Diet, for being with us today. And also Empress Judy, I hope that you took down the information for the Father's Day special that Empress Judy is having tomorrow. All right, be a part of it. All the fathers, all the mothers, I hope you take the men to be treated tomorrow and treat them well. All right, treat them well tomorrow. Because Sunday is Father's Day, so we look forward to a little bit we will get, whatever we get, we have to be thankful for. A little bit, a little bit that we get, we'll be thankful for. So, remember you can join me on Iwer TV live broadcast on the Street 919 FM. That's on YouTube. So you can touch in on YouTube if you want to see me and be a part of the chat. You can do so on the Street 919 FM, also Facebook page. And those are the social media sites that we are on right now. We're hoping to get on TikTok. Yeah, we're going to do a TikTok thing. We're going to see how best we can get on TikTok, because TikTok is another social media medium that people are on also. So we're going to try to hook up a little TikTok. Well, that's where the young people are. Also, we're going to try to hook up a little, we tried the Instagram thing, but it's not keeping up the time, the length of time that we want to be on for. But TikTok, on the other hand, we're going to work on TikTok, and we're going to get ourselves out there in social media, become a household name to the youth. I played a song to start with earlier on from a man that we all know.
Because he has set his love upon me.
Mr. Rash Shorty I.
Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name.
I started the program with this song.
Saying, I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show my salvation. The workers of iniquity dig a pit for me. Now they're waiting for me to fall.
It's a video I want to show you.
Take me bread and butter with lies and propaganda. But
I'm going to show this video only once.
I will not be afraid.
So I think you need to come on the live, because I want to show you this video and I want you to listen to the subliminal message. I always hear politicians talk about the dog whistle. I hear people talk about the whistle blowing, the dog whistle, and something that sometimes you hear it, but you sometimes say, political banter. I don't really know what you mean by this dog whistling, this dog whistle blowing. And strange enough, I listened to a dog whistle blow Monday, and I said, wow, for real, there is something called a dog whistle. There is something called an ethnic whistle. There is something called it's for my people to get their attention, or my group, my ethnic group, to get their attention. So while on Monday I listened and I was like, okay, where is this going? But I want you to listen. We always say, the elders say to us, listen to what somebody is not saying. Listen to what somebody is not telling you. Somebody wants to say that you're stupid, but they don't want to say you're stupid. They'll just kind of mask it over by saying something else. And sometimes, we tend to ignore. We tend to ignore when somebody, I heard with Oprah Winfrey said it, but I heard that it really came from Michelangelo. When somebody show you who they are, the first time somebody shows you who they are, believe them. I wonder if you're hearing me. I don't know. If you're hearing me, indicate to me on the chat. If you're hearing what I'm saying, I want you to indicate it to me on the chat. Come on Facebook and YouTube And give me a thumbs up if you're hearing what I'm saying. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I don't want you to only hear what I'm saying. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. And if you're hearing what I'm saying, I want you to put your thumbs up for me. Send me some thumbs up. So the elders would have thought us, back in the day, they would have said to us, listen to the spirit of a man. Listen to what somebody is not saying. We at times bury our heads in the sand and pretend to be ignorant of what someone is saying to us. And there's not a time to be ignorant. It's not. I beg of you. It's not a time to pretend as though it's hunky-dory, everything is normal. You know, not all skin teeth is grin.
Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble.
I want you to listen to this video.
With long life will I satisfy him.
Please
My salvation.
take note of what is being said in this video.
The workers of iniquity dig a pit for me. Now they're waiting for me to fall in. Trying to take my bread and butter with lies and propaganda. But if
You know, every time I listen to this song from Rashoti, I remember when I used to be on late in the night and I used to play this song. And this song used to bring tears to my eyes, you know.
you see, oh God bless no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst.
It used to bring tears to my eyes. You know why? Because I experienced something yesterday, boy. And that's why I'm saying to you who listening to me, when somebody show you who they are, the first time believe them. Don't try to make it into what it's not. Somebody show you for the first time, they say, hey, this is who I am, you know. Believe them. Stop trying to put yourself in try to, justify nothing. Just believe them. You know what I'm saying to you? Trinidad and Tobago. Believe them. Believe them.
You see, oh God bless no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Oh God bless no man shall never curse. He shall be first. He shall be first.
You know, we quick to give people second and third chances. That's where we just get burned. Whosoever dig at a pit, they shall fall in it.
They shall be reaping, but my house is strong and no one can push it down. The foundation is for
See, once I have people like Mother Dolly praying for me down Palaseco, who is 96 years old. See, once you have a 96-year-old praying for you down Palaseco, who could touch you? How they reaching to touch you? How they reaching to touch you? I want to say it again. When you have a mother, a nice lady like Miss Dolly down Palaseco, 96, praying for you, how they touching you? How they reaching to touch you? They could think about touching you. They might have a bad feeling about touching you. How they reaching to touch you?
The workers of iniquity, dig a pit for me. Now they're waiting for me to fall in.
Actually waiting for the video to download it. That's why I haven't played it as yet. But if I don't get to play it now, I will play it after the news. Trust me.
I will not be afraid of what man can do to me.
But join me on the live.
You see, it's holy vanity. You see, who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be blessed. He shall be blessed.
A lady say yes. Mother Dolly belong to my church. Yeah. How they reaching? They might, as I was saying, they might think about touching you. They might think about digging a pit. They might think that they could throw you in the pit. But people like Mother Dolly praying for you, how they throwing you in that pit, boy?
In the midnight oil, creating something from nothing. No,
And I want to tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. Evil is real, eh? See some of you who like to put your head down in a sand pit and believe that evil not real? Evil is as real as the sun in the sky.
so the devil lies and deceit is
And be very careful who you allow to speak into your life.
he shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be blessed.
So the video have finally been downloaded, but I know that there's a sponsored segment supposed to come up. So I want to I believe that the sponsor segment will come up anytime now. So, but I want to tell you, Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, good morning, Mr. Tobago. I want to tell you, Trinidad and Tobago, that you need to stay here with me. For this video I'm going to show you here today, all I want you to do is just sit back, relax, watch and listen. You hear what I'm saying to you? If you know you're going to be outside, put your radio out loud. But I want you to hear this video. Alright? I want you to listen to this video.
It's causing disharmony. It's appalling and frustrating. But whosoever diggeth a pit, they shall fall in it. What they sow in, they shall be reaping. But my house is strong and no one can put it down. The foundation is for long till thy kingdom come. You see, who God bless, no man curse. He shall never hunger or thirst. Who God bless, no man shall ever curse. He shall be blessed.
So I am aware that there is 4,000 lawyers in Trinidad and Tobago, or 4,000 lawyers that belong to the Law Association. So if I'm wrong, somebody could correct me, but based on the news that I would normally get, her news is reliable. You know, my friend, my sister, my big sister in media. So the news is that 4,000 lawyers in Trinidad and Tobago, right? But how much? 40 lawyers wrote up a petition. And out of 4,000, I have a video I want to show you also about that. I want you to, again, Trinidad and Tobago, we need to open our eyes, and not just our physical eye, but our third eye. See what people are saying to you. Please, I beg you. Don't be naive now. If you're naive, you're going to be walking this road and walking this world like a zombie. Right? It's not time to walk this earth like a zombie. Open your eyes and see what is going on. It's 11:50. We're getting ready to go to our sponsored segment. When we come back from the news, I'm going to show you my videos. I'm supposed to have a guest in studio today. I really hope that she does come. If she doesn't come, we continue with our discussion right here on the Street 919 FM. So don't touch your dial. Stay right here with me. Coming back after the news, going to show you the video that I have. 2 videos that I have planned for you today.
Listen to me, change your attitude. Turn your whole life around. Come, change your attitude. The best time to start is when you are young. I said, change your attitude. Don't wait till you're sick in the hospital to change your attitude.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM. The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
If we don't take heed and mend our ways, one of these days we gon' set this entire world ablaze. I see in the east and in the west, in the north and in the south, international commerce is rumors of wars and wars all about. And this is the example our children will follow. The schoolyard will be the battlefield of tomorrow. You see, when you train a child how to go, when they get old, they're moving so. When you're too young and your baby drum, it's hard to straighten when it old. When it old and strong. Listen to me, change your attitude. Do right with all your might. Come, come, change your attitude. And all your tomorrow's going to be bright. Hey, hey, change your attitude. Cast your bread on the water, come sun or rain. Change your attitude. What goes around comes around again. When I look at this modern society, I see so much conflict and misery. Scientifically, we progress.
Wellness in terms of physical health, nutrition, exercise, weight management, etc. But it is much more. Wellness is a holistic integration of physical, social, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, financial, occupational, and environmental state. Join our host, Terry-Ann George, a health coach, author, mediator, and CEO of the Institute of Health and Fitness, as she discusses 8 elements with several professionals within the various dimensions of wellness. So let's kick burnout to the curb for good and gain control of your...
And good day, Trinidad and Tobago, and to all my loyal listeners. It's a pleasure being here once again. And today, our topic will actually be an issue that I seem to be having with a lot of my patients. A lot of persons these days are complaining of being constipated. Okay? And we have quite a number of reasons why one can be constipated. One, not drinking enough water, which means you're eating stuff but not drinking enough water, so the water isn't there to soften the roughage, right, and to be able to allow these stools to be able to come through the large intestines and come out. That could be one. Two, another reason is not eating enough fiber, okay? And not eating enough fiber means that you're not cooking with your with your pumpkin. Everything you cook should have pumpkin in it. You're supposed to be eating peas and beans every single day, 365 days of the year. So even if I make a fish broth, what I do with my fish broth, I actually put booty, cut up booty and put inside of it. Okay, right? So if I have a fish broth, I put booty inside of it. I do okra and rice, I will cut up booty and put it inside of it, right? So I ensure that I have that peas inside of it, right? In the evening, you're gonna have like booty and something, or you can have a cup of chana, right? And I evening, eating a cup of chana. Those of you who want to lose weight, eating your peas and beans every day going to help the body to break down the carbohydrates and the fats, and you're going to see that yourself burn that weight, lose that weight naturally. Okay. Now, that is the second reason why you can be constipated, by not having your peas and beans. You're not getting your natural fiber inside of it, not putting carrots in everything, right? You're supposed to have your fresh salad, and a nice fresh salad is shredded cabbage and carrots, okay? So you can shred your cabbage and carrots together with your lettuce and your tomatoes or your cucumbers and those things, right? Once you have cucumbers, you can also shred the cucumber and stuff, and so therefore you can have those things every day. You have your fiber, right? And that will allow you to go off once you eat your fruits. You eat a piece of pawpaw, or you eat a banana. Those of you who are diabetic, you don't want to eat the banana, you can have the piece of pawpaw, or you can have a little watermelon, okay? A mango. You have fruits that has fiber that will allow you to pass out your stools, okay? That is two. A third reason could also be that you have too much fiber. So you could go from one extreme to the other, not having enough fiber, and the next time having too much fiber. Having too much fiber will actually cork you know, a long time saying, and you get cork, okay? So therefore, too much fiber could end up being too firm and say cork, and then you cannot go off at all. It's really a really miserable feeling, okay? So now, these things, how can we avert and change these things? You know, long time we used to use things, having prunes, eating 10 prunes for the day, okay? You can eat 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening, and drink your water. That will help. A glass of prune juice, right? You can have that, a glass of prune juice in the morning and a glass of prune juice in the evening. We can actually have our castor oil, right? That could also help you to go off. Remember those things that we used to take, people? I'm sure I'm bringing a bell there with you all. Anyhow, so therefore, those of you having a problem, we actually, we could also have the large intestine could actually be nut. Okay, some of you let's go and massage and rub your stomach badly, and you could actually nut the large intestine. And then again, from not eating on time, that could cause the large intestine to knot, right? And that could be very dangerous, okay? So you're looking at the large intestine, right, being knot up. Sometimes we have blockage along the large intestines, or sometimes we have holes or polyps within the large intestine. That can also interfere with the whole system, right? At the Institute of Health and Fitness, what we do, when you come to us, we're going to scan you, and that scan to do with your stomach area, and that is only $600 we're going to be going through, so you don't have to push anything down the stomach that is so uncomfortable, a coloscopy and all those things, and water irrigation and all those things. You don't need to do those things. When you come, everything is done naturally, right? We have natural products that we're going to give you to take as a liquid and stuff, that when you drink it and stuff, it's going to help you to go off nice and soft and thing, okay? And you can also, when you scan, we're going to find out exactly what's happening in the small intestine and large intestine, okay, people? So you can call booking numbers, bring your parents, your grandparent, or yourself that might be having that issue. You can call or WhatsApp me. Our number is 336-4935, 336-4935, or 492-7397, 492-7397. So looking forward to hearing from you. Have a blessed day. Stay healthy, stay fit, stay blessed.
Men, women, tired of the invasive, painful old methods of testing prostate and breasts?
The Institute of Health and Fitness Clinic and Wellness Center offers comprehensive and non-invasive diagnostic testing, which indicates the nature and extent of diseases and tests your nutritional levels. Our quick testing can identify early signs of problems by evaluating many of the bodily functions, such as male and female sexual function, gastrointestinal function, liver function, kidney function, thyroid function, heart heart and brain function, and also cancer testing. Results are comparable with other medical lab tests without the use of needles or embarrassing specimen cups, and is pain-free. We also offer all natural treatments. Visit us now at number 79 St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna, or call 492-7397 or 289-6363.
You request further sing.
Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the Street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3865-349-5178 or 342-7303.
Councillor for Monrepo Navet, Nigel Cotier presents Splash, Bubbles and Foam. Saturday, 9th July at Monrepo's grounds from 10 a.m. Splash, Bubbles and Foam. Lots of prizes to be won. Look out for the Councillor's Cup Small Goal. Register now by calling the Councillor's office at 610-2861. All teams must be registered. There is no registration fee. Splash, Bubbles and Foam. Saturday, 9th July, Monrepo grounds from 10 a.m. The football starts at 10 a.m. and the fun events will start at 3 p.m.
Trinidad, get ready for the grown folks affair. Sexy in White. Saturday, 2nd July. At Rock Band, the Anchorage Shagaramas. From 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. DJs Clyde the Outlaw, Foreign Bass, and Ishmael the Demolition Man. Special guest artist, Colonel Roberts.
Yeah, it's your boy Colonel Kitch Roberts here, and it's all about Sexy in White, July the 2nd at the Anchorage. I will be there doing all my songs, and I even touching some of my father classics as well.
Only medium coolers allowed. Get your tickets now at Crosby St. James, Sion's Beer Garden, San Fernando. For tickets and more info, call 375-2257 or log on to www.freeupal.com. Sexy in White, Saturday, 2nd July at Rock Band, the Anchorage Shagaramas.
Tune into the Street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in.
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Blessings Greetings in the wonderful name of Jesus. My name is Nikki Garcia, and you are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Here, Pastor Helen Garcia and my husband, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. Tune in and prepare to be blessed.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Good about I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959 to 814723 or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's on the way.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 12 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, consumers are being told to adjust their taste and diet to cope with rising food prices. Consultations concerning the proposed increase in the age of retirement from 60 to 65 years continue. $20,000 reward for information on missing farmer, and internationally, Alabama church shooting kills 2, wounds 1, suspect detained. And now the news in detail. President of the Supermarket Association, Rajiv Dipti, says with the increase in food prices, people should rethink what they eat and use this as an opportunity to change their diet in order to keep their grocery bills down. Dipti says consumers have to adjust to the current realities and accept the fact that at some point in time, modifications have to be made in the way we eat. He says there is quite a lot of wastage on the side of consumers, noting that meal planning is important during this time and that people should pay close attention to what is on their pantry shelves and refrigerator. Dipti also advised that people should grow what they can. Consultations concerning the proposed increase in the age of retirement from 60 to 65 years continued this week as Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Brian Manning, met with 2 chambers about the plan. In a release, the ministry said representatives of the TNT Chamber of Industry and Commerce and the Greater San Fernando Area Chamber of Commerce held stimulating and amicable discussions surrounding the subject matter. The release also confirmed that further consultations with other stakeholders will continue in the near future. A missing farmer's family is offering a cash reward of $20,000 for information on his whereabouts as their desperation mounts to see him alive and well. Sanjay Naren Diodav of St. Mary's Village, Moruga, was last seen at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Reports of his disappearance surfaced on Wednesday, the same day a Moruga couple was gunned down hours after being interviewed by police in connection with his disappearance. Anyone who has information that can assist in bringing Naren home safely can contact their nearest police station. The Hunter Search and Rescue Team has been assisting the family in search efforts. Internationally, a gunman opened fire inside a suburban Alabama church, killing 2 people and wounding a third at a small group meeting before being taken into custody on Thursday. The attack occurred at the church in the Birmingham suburb of Vestavia Hills. According to international reports, emergency dispatchers got a call at around 6:20 p.m. last evening, reporting an active shooter at the church. A suspect was detained and the wounded victim was being treated at a hospital. Yesterday's shooting took place just after a month after one person was killed and 5 injured when a man opened fire on Taiwanese parishioners at a church in Southern California. It also comes nearly 7 years to the day after a white supremacist killed 9 people during Bible study at a church in Charleston, South Carolina. And that was the 12 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, consumers are being told to adjust their taste and diet to cope with rising food prices. Consultations concerning the proposed increase in the age of retirement from 60 to 65 years continue. $20,000 reward for information on missing farmer. And internationally, Alabama church shooting kills 2, wounds 1, suspect detained. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
I will set him on high because he has known my name. He shall call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show my salvation.
The workers of iniquity dig a pit for me. Now they're waiting for me to fall in. Trying to take me bread and butter with lies and propaganda. But they're fooling, they're only fooling. I will not be afraid of what man can do to me.
right, I'm right here. I'm right here. I am. I haven't gone anywhere. Who God bless? Where's that? Yeah, who God bless? No man curse. By Rashoti. So, I told you to join me right after lunch. I have a video to show you. Oh God, yes. Of course, you don't ask that. All right, we're going to play here. What's going on here? Who is this? Who is this? All right, let me play my Kareen. I'll play my Kareen.
Trinidad, to leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing, pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare in a bliss while electoral fast. How did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you have to stand
and be counted.
but daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis. Broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's time. We separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. Reporting the world when we have to read.
It's time to separate the goat from the sheep.
We said the word when we had to read. Hey. Oh yeah. Save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah.
So, today was supposed to be a march by Mr. Wendell Eversley outside the Parliament building, but it was postponed until next week, Wednesday. The march was supposed to signify the unhappy feeling by citizens on statements made by the opposition leader. I had a caller yesterday calling out to Mr. Wendell Eversley to make statements about what happened to the young man outside the savannah yesterday. And Mr. Eversley did do a live and was talking. He did make statements concerning the incident that took place with the young man outside of the savannah. But putting all of that aside, I'm ready to show my video, but I don't like how the numbers looking. I can get more numbers than that. Alright? I can get more numbers than that. So I'm giving you a little chance to jump on.
Shannon Banfield, busiest street, yes,
right, so if that's the numbers, I'm going to show you the video now. I'm going to show you the video. I want you to look at this video. I'm going to show you two videos as I promised. A lawyer talking on behalf of the lawyers that signed the petition against the AG. I'm going to show you that one first. All right, I think I'm going to show you that one first, and then I'm going to show you the other video with the whistleblowing. The whistleblowing. All right. So I want you to come on the live, look at this video, look at what's going on. So while some of us think that, you know, what Google and Sharon and they're doing on the radio is good. They're educating us. What Google, Sharon, Dominic, Aisha doing on the radio is good. It's educating us. It's informing us. We are informed. We are educated. We are at a place where, you know, let me tell you something. This is on TikTok. This video I'm about to show you is on TikTok with a lawyer. Yeah, a lawyer, boy. A lawyer put his whole self out there. And when he put himself out there, this is what he had to say. So come on the live, you know. Come on the live and see this. Because if you don't come on the live to see it, trust me, I don't think you will see it anywhere else. I don't think you'll hear it anywhere else. If you're not on TikTok, you're not a social media person, you're not going to see this anywhere else. So I urge you, come on the live and listen to this lawyer and you tell me what you think. All right, so I'm about to show the video now. Okay, so let's go.
So let's get into this petition that attorneys have signed to essentially pass a vote of no confidence in the Attorney General. Why was it done? Why do we think it's important? It's important because at its root, it concerns the rule of law in this country. It's a very, very important issue and we have to discuss it. Firstly, we need to understand who is the Attorney General and why is he important to our society. The Attorney General is essentially the government's lawyer. He is the people's lawyer. He is the lawyer that represents each and every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. And therefore we must ask ourselves, what kind of person and what kind of representation do we want from that office and in that office? Facts have come out to demonstrate that the Attorney General has not been forthright in some representations made to a court in Miami, America. It's not just that he wasn't forthright for his own behalf or on behalf of a private client. He was not forthright on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that is why this issue is essential to our democracy. He has sworn an affidavit in America to say that when he participated in certain proceedings in Trinidad, he was simply a junior lawyer and took notes, did no more than take notes. Evidence has come out to show that that simply is inaccurate and not a fair and true representation of what took place. Evidence has come out to say that he was senior counsel, not junior counsel, senior counsel when he appeared. Evidence has also come out to suggest that he cross-examined witnesses and made submissions on behalf of those clients. You can't be closeted, you can't give half-truths to a court. The state must always be forthright when it gives evidence. If we do not deal with this issue seriously, then we really have no other issue to deal with. The Attorney General, the rule of law, the administration of justice, and confidence in the legal profession are all bastions and bulwarks of democracy in this country. It is either we let this issue slide away and do nothing, or we take a stand for something in this country and we see what is important to us. It is my view that the Attorney General should step down. Lawyers have signed a petition to discuss the matter, and I think each and every citizen has a duty to give their view.
So that was the clip I played for you guys. I want to say, there's no rebuttal to this, There is no rebuttal to this. See this that I just showed here? And that's what I was talking about when I said that the People's National Movement need to have their voice on social media. So this was a short TikTok video. This was a short TikTok video Where is the rebuttal video to this? I really hope my guests come in studio today, you know. I really hope I have a lovely lady in studio here, so let me give her opportunity to speak with me, and then I'm going to come back.
Trinidad, to leave here, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those verses we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing, pundits on each pulpit saying, oh heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss, while the editorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hearing, you got to stand up and be counted. But daily we're intimidated. Every day our next witness silence, while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's high time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. Report in the world when we have to reap. While them police busy playing hide and seek, we're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, oh, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In our schools, kids getting on. We're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe. Live MMA, they pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado. Mention my throat, they don't know. No morals, no ethics. There is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words we frothin', and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through up ports, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic trending.
Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to show you all this video. All right. Oh, Lord. Excuse? Right. So, I'm going to show you all a video. Look at this video. And when I come back, I'm going to open up the phone lines. But I want you to listen to this video. Listen to what is not being said. Please, I'm begging all you. Listen. All right. You know, you got old people that say, stick this brick in some of your ears, you know. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. Right? So that's all I would say. So look at this video. And then I will come back and try to take some of your calls and hear your views.
Because first we have to respect ourselves, and then we can respect others, and therefore we respect each other. I want to speak to you about mental fortitude and encourage you all to live your life and not just to exist and to conform. Last week I told you that many people are fed up with the toxicity of selective fake outrage, cancel culture, virtue signaling, and those who deal with the woke culture. Self-deception and arrogance about factual realities and truths are being forced on us by the fake outrage mob. Factual truths are being replaced by feelings, opinions, and perceptions. A society built on law cannot change the truth. to align with any particular person's opinions and perceptions in order to avoid hurting feelings. This fake outrage and cancel culture, this kind of doctrine that is being pushed onto the population, is a very dangerous trend for democracy, for freedom, to criticize authority, and to have overall healthy national discourse. We are being bullied and forced to cede our freedom to discuss controversial or difficult ideas and arguments. And again, this is because of the outrage culture, the fake outrage culture. Those who purvey fake outrage culture, they adopt fake moralistic positions on difficult, complex issues to do what? To shame and bully citizens so that they will conform to their opinions, their perceptions, and feelings of the outrage mob. This act of cowardice and supplication soothes the indignant outrage mob. But you know what happens? At the same time, it damages the mental state and the psyche of people who have been shamed and bullied into conforming to something that they do not agree with. When a person conforms to the outrage mob and engages in self-deception and cowardice, that person becomes resentful, and that heads to bitterness. Then this bitterness in turn leads to hate, and then leads to a person becoming vengeful because they are constantly walked over and they feel miserable. These people may suffer from depression, from anxiety, from sadness, suicidal thoughts, because why? They are unhappy. They are angry at themselves for making choices against what they really believe. And therefore I say to you, self-betrayal to please the outrage culture mob and to fit in will destroy you. Understand that your life has meaning. Your life has meaning, and it's up to you to make your individual choices and not be bullied to conforming. You are put on this earth to live, not just to exist. There's a local saying that some people are just living to dead. Some people are just living to dead. I ask you, don't be like that. Live, find your purpose, and follow your dreams. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean that you should go looking for fights. However, people who want to bully and shame you must understand that you respect yourself and you have the ability to fight. You know, for too long, many of the people of our country have lost that ability to fight. It comes from the colonial days, it came down into the indentureship days, and now it comes down to the PNM days, where the only thing that is right in this country for some is what the PNM says or does not say. But you have a right. You are an equal citizen where every creed and every race find an equal place in Trinidad and Tobago. Weak people exercise cowardice, or they create havoc. You must always be good and do good, but the outrage mob must know you are dangerous. And I say this not to tell you to go out there and create a riot, but you are dangerous in that you will stand up and you will fight for what you believe in, and you will fight to believe in yourself. So, yes, Gail, I will talk. I will talk. Because we have to we have to relearn how to live and stand up. Too long we back down and we are too quiet. We don't stand up for ourselves. We don't stand up for what we believe in. And so you must know you are dangerous. That people must know. You will not lie down and let them walk all over you. We let the PNM know that. And we will let the PNM apologists, so many of them with their fake outrage, that whenever they give an opinion on the PNM, they always have to turn back and do what? Give an opinion on the UNC. When... Yes, Gail, I will talk. I will talk. Because we have to we have to relearn how to live and stand up. Too long we back down and we are too quiet. We don't stand up for ourselves. We don't stand up for what we believe in. And so you must know you are dangerous. That people must know. You will not lie down and let them walk all over you. We let the PNM know that. And we will let the PNM apologists, So many of them with their fake outrage.
You see that term? You see that term, fake outrage? That term, fake outrage. I don't know how many of you, there was one person on the live, I've been looking at their statements consistently, and the person on the live, I believe, picked up on what is being said. You see, it's that thing called fake outrage. Now, this fake outrage statement is about those of you or those of us who are upset about the hate speech, which is about the name. So I got my name from my ancestors. Where you got your name from? Your slave master. And there was an outrage about that. There was an outrage about that. Right? And they have now turned it around to say that it is fake outrage. You're having... And the reason why the statement fake outrage could be made is because, remember, some people would have spin it to say that what she said was the truth. You did get your name from your slave masters. But remember, Trinidad and Tobago, that is not what you say, but it's how you said it, and in the context in which you said it in. But Miss Bissessa has flipped it to say, you see that whole again on with there about being upset because I said that she got her name from her slave masters, that outrage, that fake outrage, we are not going to accept it. So Michelle Walker and all of them could have said that she's not going to apologize. Why? Because it is a fake outrage. All the march and everything that Wendell Eversley is planning, that is fake outrage. Fake outrage. So those of you who would have been upset, those of you who were calling for an apology, those of you who were taken aback by what was said, Ms. Bissessa is saying to you that that is fake outrage. That's not a real outrage. Okay? Fake. You are a fake out having a that's not you're not and we need to stand up against fake outrage. That's what she's saying. You all need to listen. You all need to listen. So, Wendell Eversley is having a march on Wednesday, the 22nd, outside the Parliament building. That Ms. Bissessa is considering to be fake outrage. Fake outrage. What can I say? Really hope one day that we wake up. I really hope one day that we as a nation will wake up, smell the coffee. You know why I say that? me tell you why I say that. Remember Black Lives Matter? You remember when they had a protest around the savannah? Nobody called that fake outrage. Well, how many of you remember that? How many of you remember the protests outside the savannah? Huh? The process outside the savannah for Black Lives Matter that was happening in America, and Trinidadians believed that they should lend their support to George Floyd. You remember this?
Somebody who wants to say something, I just follow the artist and, funnily enough, or ironically enough, Sonny Blake is one of the people who actually say something. Everybody, good afternoon. I am here for a few reasons. One, I'm a father of 3 growing children. Do you have any parents here? You have a reason to be here. That's important. That's one. 2, I am supposed to be on the radio right now from 3 to 6 p.m. and I came straight here and decided to connect with the radio from here. So we had interviews going live from here. We are actually live on Slam right now. No matter who you are, everybody nowadays has a social media account. And that means you are somebody. You can get a message out. We may not always have the answers, but we have the vessel and the avenue. So use your social media the same way I may use mine. Just spread the word, spread the message, spread informed messages. Alright? And each one help one. Black Lives Matter, yes? Yes! Alright. We can keep going because we know it's almost too much to say. It's almost too much. Alright.
So this is Black Lives Matter. A march around the savannah in support of what's happening in America with George Floyd. Was this fake outrage? Is this fake outrage? Black Lives Matter. So they came out around the savannah and they would have protested against Black Lives Matter. Talk to me, Trinidad and Tobago. You remember this? How many of you remember this? How many of you remember that? I don't know how many of you remember, but I just want to remind you. Remember the 1% statement? And we were upset about the 1% statement? And we find the 1% statement was out of place? And there was a one-man protest outside Rituals on Maraval Road for the 1% statement? And people were upset that the 1% is the most powerful. And we felt as though we felt hurt. We felt hurt that up to today, people still calling them the 1%. There are people who are upset about that 1% statement. Remember that? And the one man, and they demanded an apology. How many of you remember that you all demanded an apology from the 1%ers? Anybody remember that? Anybody must be saying that they forget? We just forget really fast, you know. We just forget really, really quick. So I want to show you something again. Jump on the live. Come on the live. I need to show you this. All right? So come on the live and see this. I want to show you something. Because some of you already forget, you know. You know what I mean? Some of you don't forget already. So you need to come on the live and see this. And when you come on the live and you see this video, I want you to tell me if this is fake outrage. So the Black Lives Matter around the savannah was fake outrage. Was it? Was it considered to be fake outrage? The 1% statement and the outrage against the 1% statement, was that fake outrage? Just asking. Asking for a friend. You remember this? I want to show you this. Sweet, sweet Trinidad, boy. How I love this country bad. Listen to this. Tell me if this was fake outrage.
Well, this morning has been one full of one-man protests. One man staged a protest outside Rituals on Maraval Road in response to comments made by members of the Sabga Aboud family on Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. The protest comes after several expressed their disapproval of the comments made on the show on social media. Peter Christopher tells us more in this report.
Actually, we are the smallest ethnic group in Trinidad.
But the most powerful, almost the most powerful. Smallest but most powerful, huh?
Just not bragging.
And we know it.
But life is good here in Trinidad. Life is very good. But there is a measure of concern in the fact that at one time we used to have a huge middle class, which was a sort of a security in terms of any possible conflict between the haves and the have-not. But now that's eroding and they're getting poorer. So they're starting to get angry.
These comments on CNN's travel and food series Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, has seen many a social media posts criticizing the outlook of the Sabga Aboud family. But on Tuesday, one man came off the internet and set up a demonstration outside Richard's Coffee House on Maraval Road. Ian Raphael Isidore Smart called for those walking by to boycott the franchise, which is owned by Mario Sabga Aboud.
And they have the audacity, the 1%, to go up on TV and talk about how they are the most powerful ethnic group in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I'm here today to say that the most powerful ethnic group in Trinidad and Tobago is we the people. We the ones that have the ability to vote and elect real change, not fake change. They think that they're the most powerful. That is not true. We are the most powerful. We come together.
Mr. Smart took special offense to the claim that the middle class served as a security blanket for the 1%, especially as that group has contributed to the economic inequality of the country, in his opinion.
Well, you know what? Today, I looking to join up forces with the have-nots to go up against the 1%. Income inequality is rising in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mr. Smart notes that the comments made by the Sabga Aboud family does not fully represent the outlook of the entire Syrian Lebanese community, but he says those comments stirred him to action.
Well, but I've been in renewable energy business now for 7 years in Trinidad and Tobago, and I've seen the Manning government, the People's Partnership, now the Rowley government, and nothing's being done with renewable energy. And this is the camels, the story that brought the camels back, and I'm out here today protesting. I've never protested before in my life. But that thing that came up on that Anthony Bourdain show was so disgusting that I have even Syrian people that I know were disgusted by what they said.
Mr. Smart, a specialist in renewable energy, also took the opportunity to announce a new political party, We Green Army, with a focus on renewable energy. Smart says he intends to be outside Richard's Coffee House until 7 p.m. this evening.
Busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What
Is that considered to be fake outrage?
Pray this one infraction will propel us into action. The time is...
As somebody said, I heard somebody say it last night, we made them apologize for saying the truth. Because what they said wasn't a lie. What they said was the truth. And today we call them the 1%ers because of what they said that they believe and we know to be the truth. And we made them apologize for it. The same way Ms. Bissessa said that we got our names from our slave masters, which we know is true. But it's not what you said, it's how you said it and in what context you said it. You understand that? I wonder if the people who defending this, or the people who up to today spew so much hate and venom against the 1% and hated the 1%, which is the Syrians, for making statements that they are how you put it, the second highest, or they are powerful, and we were upset by those statements. Very upset. Yeah, we were mad. But what did we do? What did we do, Trinidad and Tobago? Did we just roll over and play dead? No. Some of us expressed how we felt about it. And we got them to apologize for what they said. And they said the truth. Didn't they? And they? But we were mad for them talking the truth. I don't know, Trinidad and Tobago. You talk to me. You talk to me today. I am just listening to you today. All right? I'm listening to you. Listening to you. Ms. Bissessa calls what you feel or how you feel fake outrage. I want you to hear me, Miss Kamala Prasad Bissessa calls how you feel.
As then we can respect others, and therefore we respect each other. I want to speak to you about mental fortitude and encourage you all to live your life and not just to exist and to conform. Last week I told you that many people are fed up with the toxicity of selective fake outrage.
Selective fake outrage. Selective, so you select what you want to be outraged about. Selective fake outrage. So you'll be outraged about food prices. All right. You're outraged about what she said. That may appear to be racist. I mean, you might be outraged about police and but it's selective. It's selective. Selective fake outrage. I am so listener, when I hear the when I hear how it was packaged, fake outrage, selective fake outrage. I go into the phone lines. 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, and 466-5391. We are talking about selective fake outrage.
Cancer culture, virtue signaling, and those who deal with the woke culture. Self-deception and arrogance about factual realities and truths are being forced on us by the fake outrage mob.
The fake outrage mob. Who's that? Who are the fake outrage mob? She said, who are the fake outrage mob, at the end of this whole discourse, she said who was the fake outrage mob. I'm going to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Google. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. You know what I wanted to explain to me with fake outrage? Why her esteemed and beloved and pristine Attorney General, Ram Logan, refused to sign the extradition order to send Galbaransing and Ferguson to Florida to face corruption charges when all of the co-accused, Burke Hillman, Raul Gutierrez, and all the others, served jail terms for their part in the airport scandal. But no, her personal friends, Galbaransing and Ferguson, were not supposed to be extradited. Because you know something, there's something people don't know at Google. Do you know, at a swearing-in ceremony at Knowsley Building in 2010, you know who was seen walking out of that building after the swearing-in as a specially invited guest? Mrs. Cheryl Galbaransing, wife of Ishwa Galbaransing. She was seen in a picture in The Guardian walking out. So while all the bacchanal was going on with Ish and Steve in the courthouse of Trinidad and Tobago, and the whole extradition matter was being aired in public in Trinidad, she held very close to her bosom her personal friends, the Galbaransings. That is why they decided not to send them to Florida to face charges. And that is the fake outrage. When 30,000 people walked through Port of Spain, I was one of them, with Section 34. I want her to tell me whether that was fake outrage or whether that was the nasty indulgence of she and her UNC to save her corrupt friends from certain jail in Florida. That is the fake outrage. Thank you very much.
Fake outrage. I just want you to keep that in your head. Keep that in your mind. Fake outrage. You are expressing fake outrage. Fake outrage. You are upset about something, you come on the radio or you go on the streets and you protest against what was said or how you feel about what was said, it is considered to be fake outrage. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I don't agree with this statement about this fake outrage, because we actually have an outrage against this statement that they made. But all I could say is she has the true spirit within her. And my anger for her, say my good friend Fernandez. Thank you.
Okay. Fake outrage. What do you understand fake outrage to mean? See, you're upset about what was said. You were upset about how it was said, and you were outraged about it. You were outraged by the Oreo statement. You were outraged by the Rawan statement. You were outraged by the black man on the other side statement. You were outraged by, you got your dame from your slave masters. You were outraged by Duncy Head. You were outraged, but it is considered to be fake outrage. I'm going for a break. When I come back from the break, I'll continue to take all your calls straight until 2 o'clock. All right? My last and final hour with you. Think about it while the ads are happening. Do you consider your feelings about what took place or what was said to be fake outrage.
In our schools, kids getting on.
Friends, we are loving it. The value of it, we are loving it. KFC's new belly full bucket is the talk of the town. Make the young and the old gather round for a belly full of laughs, a belly full of love, a belly full of joy, a belly full of fun.
Fill your family and friends with a belly full bucket from KFC. Get 10 pieces of delicious chicken and 4 regular sides for $129. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestateTT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. Don't know.
Shalom. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohana will be on the street 91.9 FM every Monday from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. bringing you the truth according to the Bible. The ISUPK is a non-profit faith-based community organization that will respond to the plagues that's affecting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We also have programs such as education, both adult and youth, food distribution, rehabilitation, both drug and alcohol, mentoring, counseling, and spiritual support. Remember, tune in every Monday on 91.9 FM, 7:05 p.m. Shalom.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 919 FM.
Good about I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion, leaving from Kings Wharf, San Fernando. And the Embassy, leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain. Or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959 to 814723 or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You every Friday evening from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showeth thee, O main, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. In the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For further information, call 753-1133 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
It takes a man, a real big man, to stand by his words with true conviction. But honesty is rare and it's hard to find. So don't let no one play with your mind. Before you give up your trust, got to make it a must. To be conscious. Oh, gee, oh, God, double standards is the norm. As dangerous as a gun, double standards will live on. Oh, geez, standards is the norm. We talk about peace, more wooden seas, cause manufacturing weapons is on the with aggression. Oh, gee. Oh, double standards is the norm. As contagious as a young, double standards we live on. Oh, Jesus, double standards is the norm. Hey, get it.
The caller called in and he talked about double standards. And I went and I looked up this song from Baron. He says that double standards is the norm. I'm going to show you a video, and I want you to come on the live, and let me bring back a remember. I want you to remember fake outrage. You remember this video? How many of you remember this video? Look at this video. I'm taking you back in time. Look at this video. Come on live, you might just see yourself in this video. Fake outrage. You see this? What is considered to be fake outrage? Come on live, you might just see yourself. And there were thousands of people on the streets of Trinidad and Tobago. But it may just be considered to be fake outrage. This was for section 34. Come and see. This was for section 34. I was in this march. I was up front and personal. Come on the live. Section 34. You remember this? But you see, some of you just forget so much that you see this song by Baron. This song by Baron is so appropriate. You want me to tell you why? Let me tell you why.
It takes a man, a real big man, to stand by his words with true conviction. But honesty is rare and it's hard to find. So don't let no one play with your mind. Before you give up your trust, got to make it a must. To be conscious.
You know, oh boy. These things has really take you back in time, you know. Remember this person, look at this. Double standard, you know. Look at this. Anybody know who's this fella here next to Dr. Rowley? Come on the live now. Come on the live and tell me if you know who's this fella here next to Dr. Rowley. If you know who is this fella here next to Dr. Rowley, put it in the chat.
Standards is the norm. We talk about peace, war wouldn't cease, 'cause manufacturing weapons is on the increase. We don't want barbarian.
Anybody know who's this guy here next to Dr. Rowley?
So we send the young men to fight the war. How can we achieve peace and tranquility?
Juliet, you know who is this person here next to Dr. Rowley? Sister Jenny, you know who is this person here next to Dr. Rowley?
Double standards the norm.
Rowley Jr., you know who is this person here next to Dr. Rowley? Mr. Barataria, you have any idea who is this person here next to Dr. Rowley? Miss Mackenzie, you're wrong. That's not the person. No, it's not Mr. Abdullah. Come on in live, now, man, and you tell me if you know who you feel is this person next to Dr. Rowley.
Democracy.
I'm calling out some names again. Brian, come on in live. Tell me who you feel is this next to Dr. Rowley. Mr. Chance, you have an idea who is this next to Dr. Rowley here? Ah, boy, Paula. Paula, you have the name right, girl.
Because they're strong. Oh, gee. Double standard.
Smith, you have it right. Jacqueline Smith.
You could be right.
Matthews, you're on point.
Wrong. Double standards when they want. Oh, geez. Double standards.
Now you have to go up in the chat, Dennis. You have to go up in the chat and see who it is. They're putting the person name in the chat.
Do as I say. But if you do as I do, all.
Come on the live. I'm going to play the video now. You know, it's a video. It's not pretend, you know, it's a video. But I wanted to see if some of you remember.
When he gets away, then he most does play. No more road models to give examples of the world.
I'm going to play the video now.
Oh, gee.
Double standard is the norm. Listen to this, Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago, today is a day that we should be proud of. All of you have made us all proud. Today we have stood up and shown the world that decency and principle is not dead in this country. We have shown this. But they tried to divide us by saying political tribalism and political divisions should keep you at home. But we should never let that division keep us from standing for principle. This is a very, very serious betrayal of trust that has happened today. Two of the three highest ranking officials in the country, the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and the Chief Justice, yesterday expressed serious concerns about what happened in this matter. The President quoted the Bible. He talked about evil. He talked about princes scheming with judges. We must always be vigilant. This is how we defend our democracy. And we will see this through until the very end. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Negu. I would like to call on Mr. David Abdullah to come to the microphone.
Trinidad and Tobago.
So wait now.
Sanders is the norm.
Fake outrage, Kurt Mehu. When you set up for Section 34, Miss Bissessa would have called it fake outrage also.
We don't want barbarism in the world no more. So we send the
So we say thank you to the 307. Persons that are joining me on Facebook, also on YouTube, I have 332 or 22, I should say. Remember to keep in the back of your head, Section 34, your outrage would have been fake outrage.
Democracy for you and me. That is what we keep hearing night and day. But them superpowers dictating to we how to run us the whole country. And we have to fight when they flex their mind right or wrong. Because they're strong.
That people must know. You will not lie down and let them walk all over you. We'll let the PNM know that. And we will let the PNM apologists, so many of them with their fake outrage, that whenever they give an opinion, too long we back down and we are too quiet. We don't stand up for ourselves. We don't stand up for what we believe in. And so you must know you are dangerous. That people must know. You will not lie down and let them walk all over you. We'll let the PNM know that. And we will let the PNM apologists, so many of them with their fake outrage, that whenever they give an opinion,
fake outrage. 3420081, 3420081, 771-1791, 771-1791. Fake outrage. Do you believe that? When you stand up for Trinidad and Tobago, when you stand up for the right thing, is fake outrage? Talk to me.
As contagious as I yawn, double standards is the norm.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi.
Pastor Google, I'm listening to that speech. And it's as though I'm hearing Cook Negos.
Yeah, it was good me who was on the platform next to Dr. Rowley in section 34.
I'm talking about that speech that Kamala is making there. Because if you listen to the literature, it's as though he's looking at Fox News the whole day, because he's talking about cancel culture, right? He's talking about woke, all those are terms that the Republican Party uses against the Democrats. You ever hear Trinidad, in our talk these days, you hear anybody talk about, cancel culture? This is what is happening in these states. She is saying to us African people, I must tell you when you must protest. You understand? They had all the protests. They can't like little this, that, the other. And they have all right of free speech. So are we entitled to free speech?
No.
When we speak, is it fake? What's the
fake outrage?
So when we speak, it's fake outrage. But they could protest all day, every day, with the salary issue, all of that. And they didn't stop protesting with that salary issue until Dr. Rowley apologized. Google, right? But us African people, some of us see nothing wrong with that. And they are all calling for Kamala, saying that, she has all right to say what she has to say. And that is why she continues insulting us, because that is what she's doing, because she's seeing there's division among us. And what Prime Minister Google will come and just, say these awful things to our race, and she knows she's angering us, and she continues to do it because she's seeing that people like David Mohammed and all these people are standing with her. But, Pastor, I thought last week I was angry, but oh, jeez, you Lord. I mean, what is wrong? What is it going to take for us to stand up for our own people, Pastor Google? This lady is just insulting us day by day, and we are just saying, let's move on.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, Ms. Jamal.
Pastor Google, just wonder sometimes if some of us know what means Q-tips. And the reason why I say that, because we use Q-tips to clean our ears. I just wonder if some of us know what is Q-tips to clean our ears to hear properly. Okay.
Democracy for you and me. That is what we keep hearing night and day. But them superpowers dictating to we how to run out the world country. And we have to bite when they flex, they might right or wrong. Because they're strong. Oh, gee. Oh, double standards is the norm. You could be right, even though you're wrong.
You have to load on your radio.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, let me tell you something. She must be emboldened in that behavior. You remember this black gender man, David Mohammed?
I don't want to talk about.
Only
Hello,
when Kamala
wait, just
says
now.
something,
Just now.
we are annoyed.
All right, so just now, I don't want to talk about David Mohammed. I want to stick to the topic and to the presentation about fake outrage. What do you understand fake outrage to mean? Please, let's stick with that topic. All right? Please, I beg of you.
African and a Negro. When he called Dr. Rowley and Oreo, he jumped in front and said, black people in Africa call other black people Oreo, but he never explained that in Trinidad how it is accepted. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Oh, double standards is the norm. As contagious as I yawn. Double standards is the norm.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Well, I guess that the candidate vision for Andrew Barrett was fake outrage too. But the lady who called before this other guy, I agree with her. Because if you listen to some of the terms they use, cancel culture, woke, and fake outrage, that is part of the Fox News Republican agenda, right? And I will give an example. You see, when they talk about the pedophile ring, Pastor Google, that is something that the Republicans label against the Democrats. You ever research something called Pizzagate? Pastor Google. If you have time, research it, and you will see the connections. But that is nothing new. What the Republicans go for saying that the Democrats have a pedophile ring and they are child sacrifice and Satan worshippers. So I won't be surprised if they accuse the government of being Satan worshippers as well too. So it's nothing new, but when you look at it, cancel culture, fake outrage, that is coming from the script of the Republicans and Fox News. Okay, all right, Pastor Google, you have a good day.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, the fake outrage. Tell me something. All the Afro-Trinis who support him, like Mr. Kodjo and all the others, who are saying, well, don't take it on, or they didn't mean that and all of that. What you will call them, yellow bellies? Yellow bellies are cowards. Right? They stand up for nothing. How could you want to insult me and then talk about fake culture? And to piggyback on what that gentleman, the last gentleman just said about all the different terminologies that's being used by the Republicans. So they are following the Republicans, I would say, manifesto about pedophile ring, cancer culture. That's what they engage in. So they try to adopt, hence the reason why they were like puppets when the other administration from the U.S. were here, running to the embassy and carrying news. They were puppets. And that man that you call, who is the PRO and so on, I want to know who is the person, and I asked you to get your person to do the research. Coming through the airport, when they hear the PNM had won, said it was because of the whip on African back. That's why they vote in a particular way, voting for the PNM, that is, for the PNM to get back in office. He talked about the whip on the African back. So they have no respect for people of African descent, none whatsoever. And the reason why they could talk about massa, slave master name, the whip, and all these things, and he must do nothing about it. Well, I salute every one of us who are standing up. And this is no fake, nothing. They will get a rude awakening. Thank you very much, Pastor Google.
Double standards is the norm. You could be right, even though you're wrong. Double standards will live on.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today, my good friend?
I am okay.
How are you? Pastor Google, I would like you to have a splendiferous, marvelous, tremendous, fantabulous, splentastic weekend, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, you want to know about outrage, right? That is your subject, right?
I want to know about what Ms. Bissessa mean by fake outrage.
Okay. I want to give you an example of what I think Mrs. Bissessa mean by fake outrage. When Ms. Bissessa talk about fake outrage, for me, the meaning is there are so many people in the PNM not outraged about a building sitting in Schumacher, Claventel for 7 years under the PNM. Yet, they want to go and march against the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago because of a mistake that he made in Miami. That is fake outrage. That is one, Pastor Google. Secondly, when Mrs. Kamapasa talk about fake outrage, there was no outrage by those PNM people when the two people were brutalized up in the savannah. Pastor Google,
that is not true.
That is fake outrage.
Yeah, but that's not true. That's not true.
March Wednesday, Pastor Google.
Wait, just now you said that there were no outrage by
march. I mean, not going to march.
No.
March.
But just now. Did you listen to Mr. Wendell Eversley yesterday? Mr. Wendell Eversley. Well, right. So you making a statement without having fully ventilated or looked at the truth. Mr. Wendell Eversley yesterday on a live would have spoke about that, and on Wednesday he is going to also be highlighting that on his march. So when you didn't listen to him yesterday, because yesterday he came on and I looked at his live. I was on his live and I listened to him, right? And I saw where he pointed it out. Miss Juliet Davy on a live yesterday also pointed out where, she pointed out and she was upset about what took place, right, with the young man at the Savannah. So, and I also saw Ms. Schumer Wilson put up a post about the situation. So when you say nobody wasn't outraged, or there was that is where the fake outrage is about, that is not true.
Pastor Google, let me ask the question. Are they going to march on Wednesday for the say? Oh, Pastor Google, as a matter of fact, why are they waiting for Wednesday to go and march? If that was in this country, Pastor, that's right. If that was in this country, Pastor, we had already marched yesterday. Why are they waiting for Wednesday, Pastor Google? Why? Why are they waiting for Wednesday? That is what's called fake outrage, Pastor Google. They're not serious. They are selective in their outrage. Anytime it's something that has to do with pro-PNM, right? Them, for that, Pastor Google, there comes a point in time, Pastor Google.
So you're saying that Schumer Wilson, Juliet Davy, all the activists, they are fake because they don't stand up for what is anti-PNM? Because they don't stand up for what you believe to be anti-PNM, that's fake outrage?
Pastor, that is your words, not
again, English language is a funny thing. It's a question I'm asking. But it's a question I'm asking.
You want to put words in my mouth. That is
not what I mean. So then when you say that they're not going out, they should have been out there now protesting about what happened to the young man at the Savannah. And because they are not out there now protesting for what happened to the young man in the Savannah, and they're waiting until Wednesday, that is what is fake outrage. That's what you say?
Full 100. Full 100. Absolutely. Because to me, Pastor Google, right? When you waiting to see what happened, to see what kind of feedback, you're not serious.
Nobody not waiting to see what kind of feedback. Where you getting that from? Where you getting that from?
Wednesday, Pastor, you know how many things could happen between now and Wednesday? You know how many things can happen?
But do you know why Mr. Wendell Eversley has put off his protest from today for Wednesday? You know why?
Because the Parliament was closed.
Right. And he wanted to be effective. He wanted to be effective for when the parliamentarians are going into the parliament. And it has nothing with just now, and as he said, and as I heard Miss Julia Davies said, and also Ms. Schumer Wilson would have indicated that also, where this has to do with they are asking for legislation to be put in place against hate speech. So they are asking the present government, which is the People's National Movement, to bring legislation in place against hate speech. And one of the ways of bringing it to their attention is to wait until they are going into the parliament, you understand, and to be there to present to them their position on hate speech.
So, Pastor Google, they're not going to the parliament for police brutality. They're going before the parliament.
I said to you already, Mr. Wendell Eversley, and you're playing that you didn't hear what I said. When you said that Mr. Wendell Eversley didn't say anything about what happened to the young man outside the Savannah, I told you that is not true. He did say something.
Are they going to march?
He said that he is incorporating that into the protest.
Okay, good, Pastor Google. I'm happy to hear that. Wendell Eversley, and I'm calling on all the PNM activists, all of them, for all of them to come out Wednesday and march, whenever, let them take long, march against police brutality in Trinidad. And not only that, Pastor Google, but also march on economic development,
but again, wait, just now, and that is what we're seeing from since the time last week with this whole conversation, you know. So if I don't protest for that what you calling on, it means that I am fake, or it means that I'm not protesting for the right things, as I said before, and I said it to Schumer Wilson on Sunday. I said it to Miss Wilson on Sunday, and if she's listening or anybody listening, Miss Wilson could tell you, I said to her, I have a problem with two buildings in my community. One they call Harlem, and the other one they call it in Monrepo. And I said that if Miss Wilson don't come and protest with me or put up a post on Facebook or express the view of hurt and anger that I have for those buildings in my community, does it mean that she is against, or she's protesting, selective protesting, and she's a fake outrage? No, you might have your stance on certain things because you have ventilated it, you have expressed it, you have done your whole expose on it. I may not be on that. I might be on in order for people, because I've seen, listen to this at Wall Street, I have seen Mr. Manning take people out of the slum of Roy Joseph's scheme. Anybody who lives San Fernando and know Roy Joseph's scheme knows that Roy Joseph's scheme was considered to be the worst slum you could ever pass by. Mr. Manning would have taken out those people out of that area, demolished those buildings. Had Sherma Wilson, Miss Sherma Wilson was a part of HGC, went with councillors and counsel those people, create a new mindset in those people. And anybody who lives in San Fernando will tell you that if you pass by the same Roy Joseph scheme that Mr. Manning would have rebuilt, you know what that area is? Considered to be like a gated community with the same people, with the same community. So my thing is, if you saying to me that hey, if you're not on my struggle or you're not talking what I talking, then you're fake or fake outrage. I think that's wrong. Go ahead.
Pastor Bugo, that's not what I'm saying. Let me close by what I'm saying. You see, Pastor, I believe that certain people don't want to protest if they think that stuff is anti-PNM, especially PNM activists. Them don't want to do nothing that they believe is anti-PNM, but for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago. The betterment of Trinidad and Tobago. So, Pastor Bugo, I am saying, Pastor Bugo, that these activists have to stop and start protesting for country. And if they're not protesting for country and they're protesting for party, like, for example, the protest against the AG, that is fake outrage. That is fake outrage, right? Because what the attorney did was wrong. What the attorney general did was wrong. That is fake outrage. But they're not going to go and fight. No, as a matter of fact, they don't have to fight for Chumaka Claventel anymore. Because that is not their fight. That is my fight. I am the only one in Trinidad and Tobago fighting for them people up in Chumaka Claventel. Pastor Bugo, I thank you for the time. You have a fantabulous, splendiferous, tremendous, splentastic rest of the day. Thanks for taking me the time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to all the callers and listeners on 91.9 Constructive Talk. I just want to ask something. Why do people want to tell us what we should protest for? Whatever is important to you, whoever it may be, come out and you treat with that, and other people will join you. When Philip Alexander and they were having their protest, did anybody tell them what they should protest for? When Romantra came out against Raymond Tinky, the mayor who died, his soul rest in peace, did anybody tell Romantra what they should be out there marching for? And it had all ills going on in the country at the time. When Kaiso, under the gentleman who died and the Rainbow community, came out and marched for what they felt was important to their community, did anybody tell them, don't march for that, they should march for other things? I think that people, whatever they're out of place, I will say that, to tell us, I say us, that we who going out there with Mr. Wendell Eversley, that we fake and we should march for this and that. Don't tell you what to march for. When you want to march, you come out and march. We have chosen a situation that is important to us. We're not saying other situation in the country is not important. But we can't take on everything at one time because then things will get convoluted, and that's what happens. When you pack too much things one time at people, it gets lost. The message gets lost. You take one or two issues at a time, you deal with it to completion, and then you start another one. If we are going out there against hate crimes, hate speech, that is for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, not UNC and PNM or African or Indian or Chinese. It's for the whole country that this government put legislation in place
so that all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago may be protected from each other and each other races, but hate speech or hate racial slurs. That is a Trinidad and Tobago issue, and it is within our right to stand up against that. We are out there on Wednesday. I'm urging people to come out on Wednesday and give that support. We'll be there 11 o'clock. Ms. Eversley wants to give that piece of that correspondence to a member of the government so that it can be carried in there to treat to that. That is what he had promised when we went on the first time on March, and there was a interview at I-95.5. That is what he said, and that is how the situation is going to go step by step. Nobody can tell we what to march for, and whoever think we fake, that is their choice, because everybody is entitled to opinions, and thank God it is free, because then some people will not spend any money to give one. But do not tell us what to vote for. What you find is important to you, you vote and march for it. And if you find we fake, that is your business. I don't understand what that has to do with us. You have your opinion and we have ours. But we will be out there, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, how much it is, we out there. Who say we fake, that is their business, and that is their right to have their opinion. So again, I urge people, come out on Wednesday, God's spare for 11 o'clock. We are assembling. With Mr. Eversley giving him that support, a true patriot of this country, to stand up against hate speech by all races in this country. It is unfortunate that it has to be opposition leader we are standing up against, because she has continued with hate speech and she hasn't doubled down. In fact, she has gotten even worse when she's speaking on the platform now. So this thing has to stop. Pastor Gogo, thank you so much and have a blessed weekend.
Oh, Jesus, Douglas Sanders is the norm. Hey, get it.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. This is your partner here. We'll just call you sometime. You must not allow Wall Street to come in and try to really cool your program. That Satan in disguise there. He don't have the proper information, and he just come in and get this mabagai thing with those other words he's saying in front of them and trying to say that nobody do nothing about. Did he listen to Eversley? Did he listen to Shinem? Neither he didn't listen to them. You understand? And he talking about a fake thing that the miss opposition leader saying. Them fellas them singing for the suffer now and talking about the building there. Mr. Bushman, why could I tell you of the give me send the number from Google. When he called, I would like to get his number. Give me a number. Got things I want to tell him. I don't want to put the radio in distribution. I want to tell you something so serious about. Because he don't make no sense, boy. For a black man, he don't make no sense, but you just call in this program to upset people, boy. And Pastor Google, oh God, all this man come in and get all this long talk. Cut you off now, man, because when they call in the Indian program, they just cut you off. Let us do the same thing now, man, because again, fed up hands. And I say, God, boy, Pastor Google, remember, boy, you allow this man to be talking this kind of thing, that break with concentration with the thing we're trying to make. Take him off the program now, man. Oh God, it's sickening, boy. That's hurting people here. Stop it.
A pleasant day to you, sir. And 91.9. Mr. Google, what do you expect? It is all about party, not about country. The lady and her colleagues are all about party and not country. Everything she does is all about party and not country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Oh God, look at voice note. Who is this?
Good afternoon, Pastor Girl. Oh God, now with all the you see nothing power as the PNM. We fed up at the PNM, take the PNM to call election and leave office. Fed up at the PNM, boy.
I think somebody need to tape that and you just need to tape it and put it on voice notes, you know. Because it's the same thing you keep saying over and over. Alright. So I'm trying to clear up the voice notes.
Afternoon, Pastor Google. What happened? Like the leader of the dance party trying to bait people into doing something that they're not supposed to be doing out. What you mean by fake outrage? Yeah? Them so fake. Thank God they came here, because we, the same one who have the slave masters, the one who teach them how to bathe, how to sanitize themselves, and how to come out of the slums. Yeah? Give them education, free education, thanks to Dr. Eric Williams.
Okay. All right. Is that for voice notes? No.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. To be going house here. Pastor Google, this woman for real? Whoever write that script for she needs to email that for she herself. Pastor Google, is she said she talking about on the UNC? Who she trying to show that mama gizam for? Not we here who in the PNM? Who more selfish and self-serving more than the UNC? We don't know that the UNC and the lawyer friends and them is one. But Pastor Google, sometimes I just be thinking of some of these judgments and them just be passing with these lawyers and these judges and things. And I just say to myself, these people are them for real? They're supposed to leave politics out of where court is concerned. All you want Archie to go. Then all you want the president to go. And but you know who all is supposed to be asking to go? Ram Dean and Ram Logan and them. Those are the people and them who you want to go. Pastor Google, I am following this thing with this Attorney General. No, they're seeing the silver bracelet coming because he's taking over from where Faris Alwari and Mr. Hines doing. So they're seeing some food coming to be. Was not this a more man charge of the law association also? So he knows what they give to themselves. He knows when things don't suit them. Miss Soshila Kamala Bisad Bisessa, you needs to come down from there. You and all those bunch of lawyers and all you needs to come down from there. Pastor Google, I locked on listening and thank you for the info.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google. This woman continue to refer to people in derogatory terms. Above all, people are upset with what you said, and you still turn around to refer to a group of people. Then, because of their disgust, you refer to them as a mob. Yeah? Continue to do it. So because you coming out and saying I'm disgusted by this remark or whatever the case may be, you are termed as a mob. That need
Judgment on you, lady. Judgment. Disrespectful to the fullest. You know what you're saying? You just expose yourself because it's you playing mind games. You play, and people, if all you love country, all you stop allowing just want to mislead all you, stop playing with all your mind. She's feeding you all just what you want to hear. But she has no love for you. How could you have love? Let me tell you something, citizens. Regardless of what, you do disrespect authority. And then now you come into talk and say, lady, I keep on saying judgment, and it's knocking at your door. I wonder how we just pray. You don't have a conscience. Judgment.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. What I want to find out is the scandalous fantabulous, man. Let's wait until every time I finish eat and come with his nonsense. Yesterday morning I just had my breakfast. He come with his nonsense. And now had my lunch, he come again with his nonsense. Like I had to choose different times to eat, yes? Oh my goodness. Hey.
It takes a man.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google. I don't go back again because you see this fella with the call, we live 40 years from the country and always calling and interfering in our business. He like this group, they call Lily Benelli, telephone love. He always sounds so sweet on the line. But it doesn't make no sense to nobody. But he wants a song sweet on the line. And according, and Miss Kamala, Susela Bisesa, I stop calling she Kamala. Susela Bisesa, she don't need to step down because she has some falling down. But people must stop propping her. Because she does fall down on her own. So she don't need to step down.
All right, thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, don't matter how much them try to sanitize this camera for Sabitasa, it's a waste of time, because remember what she did, we can't erase history, and I want them to remember that. Miss Kamala Prasad Bisasa cannot erase history. So when she's calling on other people to step down, she stood as a prime minister and complaints, and evidence was given to her to deal with her own AG, and she gave back the evidence and the things for him to clear himself. And where is he today? He's before the court, right? And she still stood up on a platform recently there and talk about this man is the best AG. And if she could tell people that when that same AG was in England, in the Westminster system where we so subscribe to and we must be prim and proper and everything, and a man to tell that AG that he has a discomfort with this man. And this is what it aches me with the Law Association. How it is that they never dealt with Anand Ramlogan, because look at the things that he did. He was a sitting AG and being fired from the position.
Well, let's hear what Mr. Ramesh Lawrence Maraj had to say about that AG. Let's hear it, all right?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Hear what he had to say. I want you to listen to what he had to say. This is the point that you're making. I want you to listen to it.
For the Attorney General, Anand Ramlogan, to step down or be fired from the cabinet. This from former Attorney General. Further calls for the Attorney General, Anand Ramlogan, to step down or be fired from the cabinet. This from former Attorney General Ramesh Lawrence Maraj, who also questions the Prime Minister's silence on allegations made by former Solicitor General Eleanor Donaldson Honeywell. Here's Karen Cozier-Phillip.
It's the first time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago that a Solicitor General has complained to a Prime Minister about alleged impropriety in the management of civil litigation on behalf of the state, says former Attorney General Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj. He views the allegations as serious and tantamount to perverting the course of justice.
If I were an Attorney General and my Solicitor General had to bypass me to write to the Prime Minister to make a complaint about my handling as Attorney General of the Ministry in the conduct of civil litigation on behalf of the state, I would resign.
Mr. Maharaj says from the controversial state of emergency to Section 34 and email gate, the Attorney General has made questionable decisions.
Prime Minister has a duty to act in the public interest. And this needed an investigation since August 2013. Because if the allegations are true, the present Attorney General is not fit to be the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago.
And he questions why the Prime Minister, since August 2013, instead of acting upon the allegations made against the Attorney General, referred the matter directly to Mr. Ramlogan.
The Prime Minister sends the investigation to the Attorney General to investigate himself. And as a lawyer, the Prime Minister knows that you cannot be a judge in your own cause. How, and the answers which the Prime Minister has given to the media, those are not relevant issues for her. The relevant issue is the Solicitor General gave me information. What have I done about it? Why I have remained quiet? Why I did not do something about it?
Mr. Maharaj says it's time for the people of Trinidad and Tobago to speak out on this matter. He says he will join the trade unions on May 23rd in their planned mass protests. Karen Cozier Phillip, C News.
It takes a man, a real big man, who stand by his words with true conviction. But
I'm out of here, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much for viewing and listening to me today. I'll talk to you on Monday, please God. Have a safe weekend. Right, have a safe weekend.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife Nikki Garcia for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16 verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."